will Kendrick Lamar announce his new album on June 19th? So Juneteenth, when he's performing his new show. We'll talk about it today because there is the possibility of exactly that happening. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. So if you've been living under a rock, about 6 days ago, Kendrick Lamar announced that he has a performance coming up at the Forum in Los Angeles, so the Kia Forum. It's called The Pop Out, Ken and Friends, on June 19th, which happens to be Juneteenth, obviously, at the Forum. As I said, this is his first show ever since his beef with Drake that he won. Under my last video, some people corrected me because I was being very neutral about it, but he won, obviously. So this is going to be very interesting because that is his first performance. Now, this will be live streamed on Twitch or Amazon Prime, connected with Twitch. So if you have a chance to do that, then definitely go watch this when it's happening. It's starting at 4 p.m. Pacific time. There's also the possibility to buy tickets, but I've seen reports of about 100,000 people being in the queue, and like the capacity for the Forum is only about 20,000. So good luck with that. I don't think, if you can afford it, a couple $100 for a ticket, then, go on, do you. But I think that we're all going to watch it on the live stream. And we could just see this as a performance, as him just performing some songs that he did. Also, obviously, stuff like Not Like Us, the last diss track that kind of sealed the whole case, his victory lap, if you want to say so, with the whole Drake beef that he won. And we can see him perform it there. But I do believe there is some bigger intention behind this, and it could be connected to his new album. Now, real quick, just a fun fact. Obviously, the pop out refers to that one lyric on Not Like Us where he says that sometimes you gotta pop out. So I'm guessing this is him actually popping out with, people close to him and kind of doing the last victory lap now for that Drake beef as well. But now let's talk about that album. Now, we know that there is a new Kendrick Lamar album in the works. Believe it or not, Mr. Morale is almost or over 2 years old at this point. It seems like yesterday that this thing dropped. But 2 years sometimes is enough time to pass in between some albums. We've seen Kendrick do that in the past as well. Between Section 80 and Good Kid, Mad City, there was only 1 year. Then we had 3 years between Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly. And then only 2 years between To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn. So it's not like it's an unusual time span for him. It's just that the last time span, so from Damn to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, was that 5-year break that kind of skewed our whole perception, but is definitely within the possibilities that this album is dropping pretty soon. And we've gotten confirmation from people like, for example, Terrace Martin, who close friend of Kendrick, who talked about his new album on Instagram Live and said that he was very excited about Kendrick's new album coming out. This was a couple of days or weeks ago, and ever since then we've been really interested in how this was all going down and how this concert might be connected to it. Because I don't think that Kendrick is just going to come out for an hour, play Not Like Us 1,000 times, and then just dip again. Usually at his concerts, there is some sort of underlying message that he wants to get across. For example, last year at the Governor's Ball, he ended that show by listing his entire discography and at the end saying, "Because of you, I'll be back." So that already hinted at a new album. And I think now, like a year later, we might even be further on in that process. And he has the momentum from the Drake beef, which definitely could elevate the rollout and the hype for this new record. We don't have any info on this new record. There is the possibility that this will be the PG Lang record or the Baby Keem record collab, which is definitely something that we could see now that he's dropped all of his stuff under TDE. The next chapter, as we've discussed quite a lot in some past videos, will be PG Lang. So I think that this album will be the next move for PG Lang, and we will get to see what the vision for PG Lang might be and where he wants to take this artistically. Now, a lot of people have also talked about the importance of this next record now that Kendrick beat Drake, and we've kind of seen, Kendrick really become this even bigger star than he already was, or this very mystified star even in a way, because we all adore Kendrick now because he just so easily seemed to defeat the biggest artist in the world. And to kind of move lyricism and that lyrical hip-hop style back into the mainstream, which it's definitely something that I really welcome, and thank you, Kendrick. So he has the chance to really define some stuff in the genre moving forward. That is the voices that I hear a lot commenting on this, and a lot of people saying he's going to change hip-hop with this new record depending on what he decides to put out and how good it is and how it sticks. But judging from Kendrick's track record so far, he has a good chance of dropping another classic. And hopefully that will have some very long-lasting impact on the genre, because if anyone can do it, then it's Kendrick. Now, concerning that Ken and Friends performance, there is apparently going to be some friends on there, and a lot of people have speculated about who this could be. We saw Mustard already confirm that he's going to be there. Obviously, he also produced Not Like Us, so he's really riding off a wave too. For example, I was also watching a video from Rob Markman, shout out to you, man, and he predicted some people that were also going to come out, and I wanted to comment on some of them. He said Keem, which I definitely agree with. Baby Keem is definitely going to be there. Schoolboy Q, which would be dope. Then some Black hippie stuff like J-Rock and Absol would be dope. He also said Future and Metro Boomin, which would be very nice to have a like that performance live. And some more, you know, OGs like The Game or Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Dog Pound as well. Hopefully we'll see some, you know, Compton or Los Angeles West Coast legends pop up there as well. No pun intended. Now, I've even seen this one take on Twitter, I believe. I can't recall from who it was, but there was somebody saying that J. Cole is going to come out and that he finally, chose the right side, which I don't think that's going to happen. I just thought that was like a funny thought. So will Kendrick announce his new album? That is obviously the question that I asked at the beginning of this video. Now, even if we don't get a direct announcement, which I really doubt, because Kendrick usually has some sort of very, genius way of rolling out his albums. You remember the Oklama.com website for Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers 2 years ago, and this whole rollout of, okay, when is it coming? We have this website, and it's very mysterious, and every day new folders are getting added onto that website. So I think there's going to be another way of announcing this or rolling this out, rather than him just saying, oh yeah, my new album so-and-so is dropping next week. That's not what's going to happen likely. But I think we'll get some indirect stuff on there, maybe some sneaky announcements thrown in here and there, like he did, for example, at the Governor's Ball, or like he did with the Baby Keem performances that he did, where he was always hinting a little bit at new music dropping. So I think that's definitely going to happen. That's definitely something that we will see, and I think that Kendrick knows that fans expect this as well. So even if we don't get a direct announcement, I won't be disappointed, because I know there's something coming, and hopefully it's going to be this summer. I will definitely keep y'all updated as soon as we learn more about this. So if you always want to stay up to date with all the new Kendrick news, make sure you stay subscribed. But until the next time, I want to hear what y'all think about this. Do you think that Kendrick will actually announce a new album at this performance at Ken and his Friends, the pop out? Or do you think it'll just go down and we'll kind of be left with some open expectations that we had? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.